Yo, what is happening, guys? Scorpionz here. And today I want to talk about something that wasn't actually touched in the PTB. And a lot of people were initially surprised, and when I tested the 3-blink add-on, a lot of the comments in that video spoke about how this combo is still probably going to be stronger than the 3 blinks, which is an interesting debate. I'll give you that. It is the double range add-ons stacked. Now, these have been in the game for honestly about as long as time. They've always been there, but when Nurse got her nerf a while ago, where she gained the, the recharge penalty after blinking, these got nerfed with having a charge speed penalty implemented on them. It used to just charge up at the same speed as normal, so hold the button down, and after the same amount of time, you would just go much further. Which meant that, obviously, once you got used to these add-ons, they were insane. They were absolutely crazy. But it did mean you had to relearn the blink ranges. It did. Now, they got nerfed, like I said, and the change that happened was they added a charge speed penalty. Now, this penalty has had, at least in my opinion, and no one seems to have really noticed this. You don't really see double nurse that much. At least I don't, not really. If you do, let me know. I don't see double range nurse that much. The change they did just means now the double range add-ons don't affect your muscle memory anymore. Because if you want to go further, you just hold the button down longer. So from the perspective of a nurse that now doesn't need to relearn the blink ranges, double range add-ons arguably got stronger when they got nerfed, which might sound kind of weird, how a longer charge time makes them stronger. But all it means is that you do not need to learn another set of blink ranges. You can just play nurse, and if someone's further away, you now just hold the button down longer. Which is why I was surprised that they weren't nerfed in some way, maybe the range decreasing or whatever. So I'll do a couple of games with them on live build, and then we'll decide after a couple of games our final opinions, and then let me know what you think of these. I'm surprised the range was not touched, because the range increase is pretty significant. I don't know how significant, because I forgot to check on the PTB when they removed this stupid considerably and tremendously in numbers, but it is significant. Especially with mortal abuse. Alright, so, starting with Pale Rose. Not bad. It's actually quite a good map to shoot a range off, really, because it is not the smallest map in the game. So, as you can see, you hold the button down longer, and you just go further. And the range is pretty significant. And it also doesn't really affect your muscle memory at all for the shorter range blinks, like the very old school double range add-on did. Question is where'd they spawn. It should be Shack. Based on where I spawned, it should be Shack. But where are they? If they spawn on this gen to the left of us, that'd be the weirdest spawning ever. It shouldn't be here. Oh my god, it actually is. What is wrong with this game spawns? How is that a spawn? I spawned right next to this guy. And they seem to not be on the shack, which is where they should have spawned. So basically, I mean, I won't really get much use out of this range add-on in Chase. I don't believe it's more for map mobility. Like, I could probably blink all the way to that gen from here. In fact, I can. And he's died in the locker. Head on me, please. Yeah. That's useless versus Nurse, my friend. And the best bit is that probably exhausted him as well. Okay. Now Kate's come for the save. Well, this is going badly for them. Let's hook the Ash. And then we'll hook the Kate. In fact, no. Then we'll hook the, wow. I can blink all the way over here and hit this guy. Okay, on the boat. And one bug. All good, all good. Look this guy. Honestly, the range is just giving me more control. I can get there in one blink rather than 2 blinks, so now I have an extra blink to position myself and get a hit. Go and check this jump stairs. Like that. That would normally take 2 blinks to get to. Takes 1. I can just position myself and get a hit. He's in the locker. So, the whole thing is just more mobility, and with it also not affecting muscle memory, it is kind of spicy. So then you get to the next question of what do you do with it? Is it fine? I mean, is it? Do you think this is fine? I wouldn't be surprised if it got a range nerf. I mean, it won't now, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Because it is pretty cracked. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, this team can't cope with this. This team cannot cope with this at all. Fully charge this and then go up here. Look at the, oh my god, wow. M1, but yeah, dead hot anyway, so it's fine. Got that out of the way. He'll go upstairs. Okay. I mean, he did. Just not the way I thought he would. I thought he'd go up the gen side. He went up the left side. That's fine. That is fine. I hear a lot of people ask me for a nurse guide, and to be honest, I'm tempted to do a nurse guide, but I'm also not really sure what would go in it, because a lot of it is just muscle memory. I don't really think about a lot of what I'm doing. A lot of it just sort of, I learn the blink range, and then after that, it just sort of happens. Like, I just know where I'm going to end up. Like, I knew that took me to the gen, you know? I suppose there's the whole explaining what a cutback is and when to not respect the cutback. Well, I guess there's that side of it, which I could include. I mean, because these guys are clearly not going to make it. They might get some more gens done, but they're clearly not going to make it. Oh, Kate, you're not gonna get that gen done. Dead hard. Fine. They're really quite desperate for this gen, and challenging a nurse while injured on this gen is not a good idea. Oh, why did I swing then? I'm terrible. I knew he had Dead Hard. Why did I swing then? Why did I do that? Oh well. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. It's fine. They really shouldn't keep pressuring this. Oh dear. Nice pallet. I heard him vault it. It's a nice idea though, blind and vault. Yeah, they made a mistake of pressuring that gen. They're all injured. They had to reset. They can't pressure that gen. I know it's 99, but they can't pressure it while injured. Versus a nurse. They really can't. So what do you think at double range? I was able to get a lot more mobility that round than I would have done otherwise. Would it have still been a 4K without double range? Probably, honestly. But it definitely gave me the mobility and the ease of getting to places quicker. I probably would have lost that gen without double range, though. Just too far to cover, you know. I think with a build, though, it can be pretty nasty. Like, this is just Shadowborn. I could run M&A and then just go for gen grabs on Shelter Woods or something. But I play a lot of Nurse, I'll be honest. I play a lot of Nurse. So, does this add-on have the same effect as someone that doesn't have thousands of hours in Nurse? Well, I mean, probably not. But it will definitely have an impact. I mean, I don't use Infectious Fright or any of that stuff, so I imagine if you're an Infectious Fright nurse, then these add-ons have a significant impact on you. But if you're Infectious Fright, would you rather have double recharge? That's the question. I think I'm going to decide against the second game here, and I'm going to leave it up to you. Let me know what you think of them. Let me know what you think of double range. Is it in a good state? Do you think it needs changing? If it was down to me, I'd probably say a bit less range. Just because I feel like it really does. You can get across the whole map with one blink, basically. But it's a tricky one, I think. Well, no, I don't think it is, actually. I think it just a bit less range. And I'm very surprised, I'll be honest, that they didn't touch this add-on. I'm very surprised. After all they did with it, with the muscle memory, I'm very surprised. But let me know what you think. Do you like it? Do you think it's in a good state? Do you think it needs changing? Are you happy with the nurse changes? Do you think more should have changed with the nurse rework? They rework. The add-on change. The one add-on change that she got. What do you think? Let me know. And I'll catch you in the next video. Later.